So this is how we do it, loading up the van on our way to where we didn't even know we were going, to Didim, Wingfoil style. So it's about 30 minutes until the first possible start of this local Turkish event. And the wind's there. It's kind of built up a little bit and coming from a funny direction. So we've got cross-shore wind. We're going to start off with reaching races, which should be pretty fun, pretty exciting, and full send. So even though it's going to be light wind, I think we're going to have a lot of action. What do you guys think?
I think it's really light and I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yes.
Are you ready for the reaching starts?
I hope, yes.
Was that going to be
my first race?
Yeah, first race ever. Oh, wicked. Fist bump, man. Yeah. Alrighty, so I see you guys on the water and we'll see you for some really cool reaching starts, eh? So this place is just stunning. Like compared to where we just were, it's like we're on another planet. The water is like crystal clear, looks so nice and clean, such a lovely blue. Like we're really on the Mediterranean and I'm really excited. Everybody's so friendly here, so nice. It's like a public festival happening at the moment. So there's people everywhere doing everything, hanging out at the park. Show's gonna be at the amphitheater later. And it's just a really, really cool vibe. So I'm excited for some racing and excited just to enjoy the culture after what was a pretty stressful week. I mean, I got sick during the competition and you know, at a World Cup, it's crazy. So here, everybody's kind of on a relaxed vibe and we've got the guys coming out from the World Cup, so there's 3 others.
Hello.
What are your thoughts on the place, Freddie?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So much nicer, right?
We should have come here for the World Cup.
Cool, so the wind's picked up a little bit. It's looking pretty nice out there. The guys are just leaving. We're going to do the BS course, so we've got an upwind start and then a reach, downwind, and then a little slalom at the end. So it's a pretty fun course, short course, and should be some good battles with the boys, and hopefully there's a few Turkish lads who give us a bit of run for our money. So I'm excited to head out there, and I'm hoping I'm going to feel all right. Not feeling too sick, so should be okay. So we're now leading into the start of the second race. I wasn't filming the first race somehow. So I'm lining up and starting to pump pretty hard now. The start's gone green and here we are pumping away. So I've got Ananas from China behind me. I've pumped up and now he's in my bad ear. Continuing to pump as hard as I can to get away from those guys. Sean and Freddie were pumping pretty hard on the last one. They've gone on port. I'm tacking away now. So I just went out on starboard to get some clear air on that side, and then I've tacked over and getting a lift up on port, tacking in front of all of the guys who port started now, coming in on ley line and reaching first to that first mark, which is always nice, especially when I've got 2 downwind speed demons like Freddie and Sean on my tail. So I've reached the bottom mark first. I'm not sure what's happened to Freddie and Sean. Coming round the jibe mark, and there we are, first place in the second race. So happy with that, and that puts me with second in the first one and then the first there. Cool, so I just won race 2. I'm pretty happy with that, but I had to pump pretty hard. I'm definitely starting to feel my chest problems from being sick. So I don't know how many more I'll be able to hang on to, but I'll give it my all. I think the session's only got 2 more races, so we'll send it for the next one and they send it for the next one after that too, I think. All right, coming in low into race 3. So I'm coming in on port this time and searching for some space. That boat there is the media boat, and then the mark's here and go. So I think I'm a tiny bit late into that start, but I'm exactly where I wanted to be. Want to travel the least amount of distance, and the wind was looking much better on port. Tacking onto ley line, I hope now. And pumping again. So super shifty, super gusty, and I have mislaid that ley line and put my foot in front of the foot strap. So this is really frustrating. I was in second place there, and my lead, or my position in the fleet, has just become diabolical. So getting back up as quickly as I can is really, really important in the race. Getting back up on the board, on the foil as fast as possible, and then tacking tacking again. So I only had to do a tiny bit more, and I would have made the ley line the first time without having to do that double tack. So 2 big mistakes there. Freddie's come in below me, and trying to make it to that round way mark with the whole fleet now. So I'm going to continue on starboard into the shore where there's less wind, but I like the direction I'm going. People behind me jibing away. I'm going to stay where I'm going. And here I go now. So I've let the others kind of split away, all come away before me, and I'm liking my angle down to the mark. Least amount of maneuvers. I've passed these guys and a reach all the way in. So I think now I have managed to pass everybody on that downwind, apart from Sean, and I'm now sitting in second place again. So just trying to hang on. Sean's probably about to finish now. And I'm just trying to block it and make sure I keep that second place position. Okay, now on to race 5. So here I've been slowed up coming into the start. I didn't come in with the speed that I wanted to. And then here, these guys coming in on starboard, that's Sean there. I had to really duck them. I ended up in a position I wasn't happy with, so I've tacked away. Knowing that I'm really racing Sean at the moment, I've decided to tack off and try and sit on top of him. So here I've tacked on top of him, but he's got a lift from that breeze and I've done a bad tack and he's just got clear air again. So I've lost the commanding position that I was looking for and I've gone the wrong way to do it. So he's ended up in front of me here. I'm pumping to catch up if I can. You can see that a good amount of the fleet have got there on top of us. And then as we tack away, it's a battle to get through the fleet as well as possible. So coming in through the reach again, as fast as possible. Downwind mark has been rounded. Here we go. Pumping. And there's Kai Merrill. Trying to get past him, but I don't manage to get past many of those guys, and Sean got past them all. So I took a little bit too long on that downwind. I think I finished 4th or 5th here, trying to get through at the very end, but I didn't make it, and Sean got the win, so that puts me on the back foot here. All right, final race of the day. This one actually is the final race. So I'm coming in on starboard, pretty slow, and bang, so that port starter hit my wing. But it's all right, just pumping full speed again. That would be a protest, but I'm just trying to finish the race as well as I can. Tacking away, not a great tack at all. Touchdown, and tacking in front. So this was a mistake. I saw Sean go below me and was worried that he would be on ley line. Unfortunately, he wasn't on ley line, and neither was I. So I really had to do a lot of extra work at this point. So here's Sean's tacked away. I've tacked in front of him, so I'm still in a commanding position, but that's really a waste of time. So that was a big mistake here. Reaching the first mark first and then coming into the reach. And Sean's gonna start chasing me down a little bit. So I've taken pretty big foil here, as it was really light when we've gone out, which means I'm really happy with my upwinds, but the downwinds are a bit trickier. Sean's continued on, and I'm racing him to the downwind. Freddie has just come out of completely nowhere, as in I'm not even sure he started this race. And I don't know what happened there, but that was pretty funny. So that surprised us both a little bit. Sean looks like he's just about crashed there, so I'm sending as fast as I can to try and capitalize on if he's got seaweed or plastic on the foil or something, try and make him push. But he had enough of a lead that he managed to hold on. So that's day 1 done. So we just finished up the first session. So day 1's done, 6 races in, and it was good fun. Really enjoyed racing all the Turkish guys, Kiwis and Freddie and Kai. So yeah, absolutely picked up now. We're going to go off, see the Temple of Apollo, so that's going to be wonderful. Yeah, should be good. You excited?
Yeah, I am.
How was the racing?
Disastrous.
Disastrous? You did all right.
It got better. I went from total disaster to not such a bad disaster.
Yeah. So
It's quite hard racing. Well, I'm not used to it.
super shifty, right? Super gusty. Symbol of a polo. Wow, look at that.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Okay, we are back on the water for day 2. We're coming in for some reaching start. So coming in on port, there we go. I'm up there in the middle of the line a little bit, and Sean's just below me. So pushing as fast as we can. You can see that's the course there, the UP course. Kai's right on my tail. And we come into the first mark and get ready to bear away. So Sean's right in that blind spot there. Kai's following me round and into the downwind. So let's start pumping. Pretty short downwind, so haven't got to go far. There you go, you can just see Sean, and I'm doing my first jibe and continuing along. This is the whole race here. I've shortened a little bit of the reach in the upwind, but this is the whole downwind. I've thought about going and jibing before Sean, but I changed my mind. I thought that was a bit risky. I might miss the mark, and I wanted to come into the reach with speed. So that's my first mistake of this race, really. Coming in onto the reach and trying to catch him up. So really going as fast as I can in very gusty conditions. So I took my 7 meter out just because it had the camera on it, and the other guys are on 6 meters. Coming into the upwind and pump. So I'm following him here, and I'm just trying to stay as close as I can and make it so he can't tack away very easily. So here we go, he's crossed just in front of me, so I'm happy with this. As I tack, I'm pumping and hoping to get to that top mark first. So rounding it, I come into the top mark and pump. Here comes Sean behind me. And as I look around, I realize that the finish mark is super downwind. So here I probably could have gone up higher to try and block Sean coming in fast. However, I wasn't sure I would actually even make the finish line if I did that. So it's getting close here, we're really pushing, and then there's some people coming upwind, getting in our way. That's how far downwind we're coming to the finish line, and pumping to the finish, and he's just got me. I've got to give him some room here, and he gets the overtake just as we're coming in to the finish boat. So very close fight, and that was a fun one. That is the results for this day. I just filmed one race. All right, day 2 finished, and time for a kebab. How does that sound to you, Freddie?
Sorry?
How's a kebab sound?
Sounds great.
I think it sounds great. So we've accidentally ordered a double iron. Cheers, Freddie. And we're doing a little review. What do you think?
I prefer the fresh one, which is this one.
Yeah, it's way better, but it's nice cold too. The other one's cold. Oh well, we got double iron and quadruple portions of the food coming. So here we are. Day 3 of the Turkish Nationals, and there's been no wind. So just going for a little bit of a jog. Keep my body moving, keep the blood flowing. I'm about 20 minutes in, and yeah, started to explore everywhere I've known already. And now, hoping I can get some cool views. Just found a random path, but it looks like it doesn't lead anywhere. Very cool. Yeah, nice view somewhere. So this is where my path's taking me. Oh, maybe I can get through here. Down to the beach. Just certainly slow my run down a little bit, but oh well. So this is the view I was looking for. It's pretty nice. Cool, so I've just done 12 Ks on this track. Really good, but I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna go get some water and get off this boring track. Well, that's much better. I think I might need one of those again. So that was a great way to get out and explore a bit more of the town. And then after that, Freddie and I went out in the evening, and there was a lot going on. It was pretty cool. Final day here at the Turkish Nationals. We're going to head out. Got some reaching racing. Got the starboard start. It's going to be a bit of fun. Other direction. Pretty light wind, so a bit of a change, and hopefully should be some good action. We headed back out and on the start line again, so here we are underway. I thought I'd use the other angles, so this was probably my worst race that day, but it's got some fresh angles. Freddie, who decided not to race this day, kindly took my drone out for me and really captured the angle really well this race. So rather than just more Insta360 footage, let's see this one. So I've come in late, just a little bit late on the pin. And then I have been rolled by one of the Turkish riders and by Kai. You can see Sean out the back struggling with something. So this made it quite exciting, having to come through the whole fleet and seeing what I can do. Getting rolled again almost. And I'm having to pump really hard, being stuck in this dirty air. So I really enjoy coming into the pin, but when you get it wrong, it's pretty brutal. These guys here are coming in with a lot more speed than me. And I'm trying to survive in this terrible air. Going for the jibe and trying to re-accelerate as quickly as I possibly can. This day was really fun. It was much lighter in the beginning than the other days. So struggled a lot, but I managed to still perform. But I struggled to beat Sean this day at all. I didn't get a single win. Just a whole lot of seconds and the race result here. So pumping as hard as I can, trying to catch these guys, hunt them down. I'm on a 7-meter wing. I think most of the others are on 7.5s or a bit smaller than me. Coming into the ley line here, and the drone video is about to cut out, but we're heading into the reach and then into the upwind. Sean's right on my tail and we're fighting it out. And here's the end of one of the other races, which I managed to get on the Insta. So Sean and I come around that top mark pretty close and then have a little bit of a fun drag race until the line. So I've ducked, gone below him, and then pushing. So he's trying to bear off onto me. And we are going pretty fast all the way through the finish line. So that was a really fun little race. We had some good battles, and now it's time to come back to the beach. Thank you guys, everybody, for an amazing event. We had a lot of fun, and the spot was wonderful.
Sporcularımızla dilek takdim etmesi için Didim Belediye Başkanımız Sayın Hatice Genç'e sahneye davet etmek istiyorum.